Hello, hello. Am I audible? Yeah, just give me one more minute. We'll just get started. Hi everyone. So just give me a minute. We'll get started. I'll wait for some other people as well to join. Okay, so whoever has submitted their resume and have joined this live session, just add your maybe put your name in the comment section in the live chat. So maybe we'll get started with their resume and then followed by others. Okay. Also, one more thing. Maybe I have some connectivity issue today. So maybe I might get cut out for a minute or two. Then maybe I'll just join back. Okay. So the streaming will still go on. Just a heads up. Hello. Okay. So okay. If anyone has joined, please add your name. Like if you have submitted your resume, I can get started with yours. So I actually okay. Narsim Narsimham. I think I'm pronouncing your name rightly. Have you submitted? I don't think so. I've got your resume. Let me just check. Okay. If so, we can get started with yours. Okay. Okay. I have got your resume. Okay. Okay. Got it. I think you might have submitted today. Okay. Sure. Uh, sure. So before we get started, I'll just give a quick intro about myself and I'll tell you the agenda for today's session and we'll get started. Okay. So, my name is Pragya Gupta and I'm currently working at Peng Identity as a software engineer too. And I have previously worked with Amazon as well. And altogether, my current work experience is mostly into Java backend using Spring Boot services and other things. And I am having altogether, around 2.5 to 3 years of experience, if we include internship as well. So 3+ year of experience. So normally you might have seen me doing this creating this like daily lead codes problem solutions. Mostly I do that, and I thought maybe doing a resume review would be really good for college students. So that's about me. And there is a few things that I got some of the resumes where actually some of your phone numbers were not really, uh, hided. So I had to do this. So maybe next time when you guys, share your resumes, always, hide your resume, hide your phone number or edit it, mask it, and then only, share it. Also, one more thing, that the link that you provide, that should be publicly accessible. Then only I would be able to access, because some of the resume links were not accessible to me. So I had to request for those. Okay. So we'll review each of the resume. So agenda for today meeting is that we'll review each of the resume one by one. I'll give the review. If you have any further question, you can paste in the chat and I can address those. And at the end, I'll give a general feedback for everyone about generally, like, the normal, or I'll summarize the today's session. Okay. And the general feedback and guidelines about how should your resume look like altogether. Okay. So since Narasimham is here, we'll get started with your resume. Okay. I'll just open the resume for yours. So, okay, I'm not getting the updated one here. Just 1 minute. Let me just get your resume. Okay. Got your resume. So, okay, we'll get started with this one. And so the overall format, it's one page resume, so it's good to go. Your name heading is right. Okay, so I need to see which role you're applying for. Okay, you're applying for Python development, you have written. Okay, so, okay, I'll just skim through and then I'll go, deeper into it. So, hmm. So a few things that I see, Narsimham. Also, let me know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Okay. So I see that profile summary you have written very big points. I mean, so many points are there here in the profile summary. If I say it's 1 minute. Oh God. Fine, I'll just say it out. Okay. So, profile summary, if you see, you have added 5 points here, which is like quite big. And I believe most of this experience you might have from your work experience that I see currently you are working at TCS. So, I believe most of them, okay. all of your experience are from TCS only, but you have divided it. Okay, you were Python developer intern, and then you went to junior software engineer, and then software engineer. Okay, so you've categorized it like that. Fine. Uh, but the points that you have added here, right? The profile summary, it's quite huge. Generally, you can summarize this point because it's a summary, right? So it should be just two, three liners, nothing more than that. And it can be a paragraph. There need not to be these big pointers, okay? So this is one thing. Other thing is that you have, taken three lines at the top, for one line for senior slash Python slash data engineer, and then your address, phone number, maybe email ID, and then the your LinkedIn. So maybe you can summarize these three lines into just two lines. So you can check that. And education, it's fine. Um, Technical skills you have added. Okay, all together. Okay, it's fine. I'll get deeper into that. And then experience is okay. It's fine for now. Projects, you have added some projects, and then the certifications. Okay, and the achievements. Fine. So, hmm. Okay, let's read one things at a time. So, profile summary written two plus years of experience in data engineering, backend automation, REST API development, and Gen AI powered applications in BFSI domain. Okay, expert in Python, SQL, fast API, data warehouse, and proven so and so. Okay, a large scale database system, hands-on experience with query optimization. Okay, exposure to data, AWS Databricks container, and okay, strong problem solving, cross-functional collaboration, agile delivery experience. Okay, develop detailed pipeline. So you see this profile summary we have written, right? Mostly like first point is enough, that you have two plus years of experience in data engineering, backend automation, REST API development, and or whatever things. And you could have summarized that thing, and rest of the things you have written, right? Expert in this things, and hands-on experience on this things. So just writing this just writing this points over here won't help. You have to show the data pointers. Okay, so instead of doing adding these points over here in the profile summary, you could have added those into your experience, and you could have added that as a good pointer. Okay, that you did this, and you utilized this, and this was the final impact that you made. So that would have looked better. Okay, so you can definitely work on these things. And education, it's fine. Okay, and also one more thing, since the work experience that you have written, the exposure to AWS Databricks, and some other things, so those experience are relevant. So maybe you can move this experience section above. Okay, so that will also work. And you can move these pointers from profile summary to this experience sections. Okay, now let's go to the technical skill. Education section looks good to me. There is no such issue. And technical skills, Python and SQL. Okay, and framework, Flask, Fast API, Django, Spark, PySpark. Okay, data engineering, ETL pipeline, data modeling, data warehousing, data quality, cloud and platform. Okay, AWS AC2 S3 better the Databricks exposure. Yeah. Um, is a Databricks pipeline tools, Git, VS Code, Jupyter, Ansible, Linux, Power BI. Okay. Methodologies, scrums, soft skill, team collaboration, problem solving skill, communication. Maybe if you have more points to add, methodologies you can remove from your resume. Basically, you are into industry from more than 2 years, right? So definitely these methodologies, agile, scrum, soft skill, team collaboration, problem solving, communication, this comes along. Okay, so this not need not to be mentioned explicitly. So this actually comes along. Okay, so you can move this section. I mean, you can completely remove this section, I would say. Okay, now let's go to your experience section. So you have written developed ETL, ELT pipeline with Flask Spark for large scale banking data, improved transaction processing and reporting, performance. So here, if in this point, if you see, right, you could have added the impact also, right? You developed this pipeline with Flask, Spark, and large scale banking data. So what is the impact that it made? Okay, so maybe if initially without this pipeline, the process might have been, um, something different. So adding this would have maybe, some improved the process with some percentage. Some if it would have improved the process, or it would have improved the efficiency altogether. So, or the large scale banking data that you have mentioned. So maybe here also you could have mentioned like what was the scale. I understand. I mean, not every time it's possible to add the impact, but adding impact, highlights your resume. Uh, Eventually, impact matters a lot. Okay, so you need to write your pointers like that. Now, design Postgres data model and implemented SQL tuning, reducing query latency by 40%. Okay, so designed this, implemented this tuning and reducing query latency by 41%. Okay, this is fine. Designed a model. I mean, if you want, you can add here some more details. I mean, design Postgres data model. If needed, maybe if you feel so, I mean, some more detail can be added here. There is collaborated with DBA, business analyst, and solution architect to align with data governance, security, and compliance standard. Again, same thing. Just this point says collaborated, but maybe you can end up writing some impact. Okay, you collaborated on what a particular thing or a specific set of things, and you did some things which improved some things. Okay, so this is basically star pattern which we usually follow. So yeah, at the end of this overall video, I would be covering that as well. Okay, general guidelines about how should we write these pointers in our resume. Okay, now we have written some points about this junior software engineer built an AI-based defect detection system for train components, wheels, brake, bearings, process multimodal data vision sensor, improving defect detection by accuracy by 30%. Okay, this point actually looks good. Okay, now if you see build data pipeline automation framework, reducing manual operational effort by 50% and improving deployment reliability. Okay, effort by 50% and improving deployment reliability. This is also fine, I would say. So yeah, I mean, and if last one, you developed Python automation script supporting ETL workflows from storage operation, contributing to faster issue generation and smoother workflow. So altogether, points is the same. The point, I mean, my feedback is same that you should write these into star format. You should try writing this in terms of impact, and whatever profile summary that you have written here, those things try to add and move those pointers over here. Okay, in these section. So move those from here, and also I see that here you have added some points, containerization, Docker, CI/CD, you know, so AWS Databricks and also, but here I don't see you have added this Docker. So maybe if you think that could be added, you can add in those into technical skill as well. So yeah, that's all. One more thing is there should be consistency across. Okay, in the resume, if you see, so here I see there is some gap over here. I mean, one more point that I'm going to point out across. Okay, that we are going to do nitpicking. Okay, so we will point out small details because those matter. Okay, those details really matter. So if you see this, there is spacing over here. This was not required. You can remove that. Okay, this is looking different. Altogether, the formatting for the resume, right? That should be consistent across. If you see here, you've added this Pune, India as a location. Here is just India. If you want, here also it's just India. If you want, you can keep this consistent. Not a very big of a feedback, but yeah, small things just like that. So yeah, that is one thing. And DNB, okay, project that we added, DNB Bank Data Engineering Automated SQL Banking Data Workflow using ETL pipeline, reducing manual intervention by 40%, optimize SQL query and stored procedure for reporting. Improving query efficiency by 60%. Okay, so this project you started from March and it's going on present. Maybe it might be your some side project. So yeah, this is fine. WebTech truck view inspection. So this WebTech, this is same as this, right? Your current company and this DNB bank. Sorry, I just noticed that this DNB bank project, it is same as this what you're working currently. So maybe tell me in the chat, Narasimha, that have you added the same project over here which you are working on your current company? Because I see timelines are also same. Okay. So in general, the project section is in general not for what project you are working in your current company. It's outside of your what you are working on your current company. I see maybe these points that you have added here, right? At least these two, I would say, the first two. This is same from the experience that you are working on. So try to summarizing these points over here only. And the projects you can build side projects. You can add it. Okay. So I've added AI chatbot for technical troubleshooting and built a RAG-based chatbot for Olama to resolve internal technical queries, reducing response time by 60%. Okay, so overall, if I see right, so this is still fine. If you want, you can add more project into your resume and remove these points from here and try to summarize those into your experience only. And the profile summary, you can write 2 3 liner summary at max. Okay, so if you need, you can create more projects and add over here. This is not, if you see it's like duplicate, right? You have written same things in your experience, same thing into project, and similar kind of experience into profile summary. Yeah, I get this. You're saying it's the project names, but internally, like project's name. So, okay, tell me if it is just the name is matching or this is the same like your current company project that you have written here. Because if it is just the name, then maybe you can write it something, or maybe you can remove from here in your experience and let it be here if it is just the experience, because that also matters. Okay, so move it accordingly. Okay, right now if I see overall, it seems duplicate work to me. You have added same thing over here, same thing over here. Rather, you can utilize your resume to have some really good projects in the project section, and your experience look much more better. And yeah, so you can do that. And you have added some certification, full stack generative and agentic AI with Python, Udemy, Python for testing and development. Um, so you added 2 certifications, I see, but if I'm clicking somewhere here, I don't see any link. Okay. So in general, for your certifications and things like that, try attaching the link. Okay. Here, if you can mention some link, icon over here, which will redirect to this certification link that you might have. Okay. So this actually is a good way to showcase your skill, because otherwise you have just written it, right? How will I know that if you have really did the certification? If I really want to know that you have done the certification, or the job that you are applying for is really needed this kind of certification, so they would verify, right? So this link need to be present here. So consider adding link. Okay, now achievement, you have added gate qualified. Okay, and received the on-spot team award. Fine. Here also, if you have the links, I mean, feel free to add here also. That will also help altogether. And I see that you are targeting for Python development role only. So maybe, if you're targeting, maybe having some good projects also will help you. And in general, in market and industry, as you know, like DSA is a thing, like DSA matters. So maybe I don't see any coding profile link that you have added. Maybe the kind of job that you are targeting, it might be just project focused, I'm not sure. But in general, if I say, DSA is still required in most of the jobs. So adding a coding profile link would help in your resume that you are doing some sort of coding also. So you can consider adding that. Okay, so all over I would say these things, and if you improve this, it would look maybe much better. So maybe add these things, and then yeah, maybe consider getting it reviewed again sometime. So yeah, that's all for this. Maybe we'll move with the next resume. Okay, so Ashutosh Raj, are you there? If you can add your name in the comment section below. If you're there, it would make sense to review your resume. If not, then maybe I'll review someone else's resume. Okay, so where should you add a lead code profile? So if you want to, really highlight, so if you see this resume, right? So if you want to highlight your point, you can add your lead code link here only. Okay, that will work. If you want to highlight your thing, and if not, then maybe in the, where do I say, in achievement section, if you have done really good problem solving, then maybe you can add in the achievement section. Or in skills, I think you had some tools or some section, right? So maybe there also you can, I mean, you've written problem solving skill, so maybe you can add in bracket, lead code, and then add link over there. So that there is the few places where you can add. Um, okay. Ashutosh, I don't think so. You are in this live chat. Okay. Okay, Prince Bharti, I see you are in the chat. Should we get started with yours? Are you still there in this? Let me know in the chat if you're still there. We will get started with yours. Okay, sure. Let's get started with yours. So, if I see your resume altogether, right, a very first thing that comes in my mind is like there is lot of, spacing and padding in boundaries, lot of blank spaces here, 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 if you see. So it's like lot of spacing over here. Okay. If I say overall, it isn't, looks good, I would say. So you definitely need to work on the spacing and padding. We don't really need this much of padding and spacing. Okay. So you need to work on that, and then let's review the next points. So you have added your name, your location, phone number, your LinkedIn, GitHub. Okay. So one thing I see here, your email ID is missing. You need to add your email ID here also. Okay. Your email ID is missing, and in general, so one more point to add. I think I forgot mentioning. Uh, I think I saw in your Narsimha's resume that I mean, I have seen this tweaks. In general, this adding this LinkedIn GitHub also works. There is no problem with that. But sometimes I have noted that maybe, adding just LinkedIn like this, because ATS scans through your resume, right? So sometimes it fetches your link rightly, sometimes it don't fetches, right? So when it don't fetches it, it impacts in your score. So maybe instead of writing LinkedIn, you can try writing as https colon slash slash linkedin.com slash your username. Okay, so that will never fail in your ATS, that it will always get your GitHub and link. So instead of just adding GitHub, it's a general advice for everyone, you can write it as https colon slash slash like that. Okay. Oh, where is this guy? Okay. Now, next thing I see, you have written pursuing honors in information technology at RCC IIT Kolkata. Okay. But there is no consistency over here. For achievements, you have a section. Okay. For achievement, you have a section. Technical skill, you have a section. Work experience, you have a section. Project, you have a section. Extracurricular, you have a section. But education, you don't have a section. If you see some other resume, right? So here you see there is a section called like education. So there, like that, you need to add education section, and you need to properly mention your education over there, like that. Okay. This is not, looking good, I would say. So this definitely need to be improved. Okay. Now, achievement section you have written. So here, I also one more thing. By looking at your education, I don't know which batch pass out you are. Okay. So if you can add in the comment also, I can maybe give more precise advice. you have not added which batch pass out you are. This really helps, not just me. I mean, any recruiter, if they are reviewing a resume, they need to know, right, which batch pass out you are. So they would consider accordingly. If there is no batch mentioned, then maybe how would they know about how much years of experience you have in, if you have, or which college year you, if you have. Okay, if they are just going to consider final year students or third year students or second year students, so they would not know about looking at this. So you need to mention your year also. Okay, so consider doing that. Then achievement section you've added, secured for top 10 as a team in, okay, amongst Kolkata region. Okay, fine. Secured place in top 20% in WBJE among Ethna candidates. Okay. Secure place in top 10 in district in 10 BSEB. If you are there, you're listening, can you add your batch? This will really help me, reviewing your resume altogether, because I have actually lot of feedbacks for this resume. Maybe if you are just, okay, so 10th class, if I just say you passed out in 2019, 2023 you gave this exam. So 3 plus 4, 7. Maybe you are 27 pass out. Maybe you are 2027 pass out. So, okay, so you are about to go to your final year. Okay. There is a lot improvement that is need to be done. Okay. You have not added, I don't see. Okay, okay, got it. This is your first resume. Got it. And I was applying for research program. So looking forward to improve. For sure, for sure. I understand this is very first draft, and it's good that you are seeking for, you're seeking for a review so that you can improve it. It's a really good indication. Okay, so I mean, so if I just see what is your target that you have mentioned, the company that you're targeting, you have mentioned SD intern. Okay, so for SD intern, Prince, first thing is, in general, you need to have your coding profile, which I don't see anywhere. So that need to be mentioned, your coding profile link. Okay, and in general, these achievement works for first or second year student, I would say. Okay, I mean, this is, you are about to go into your final year, so this need a little improvement. If you still want to keep this achievement is not that relevant if you are targeting SD intern. So move this section at the end. Okay, this is not a very big of achievement, I would say. I mean, it can be good for you, but comparatively, the role that you're targeting for that, it is not that much relevant. Okay, so maybe this section you can put at the last. Okay, and then you've added technical skill, programming languages, proficient in this, familiar with this. Okay. Um, okay, this is fine. Uh, Programming framework and libraries core concept are added: React, Node, Next, Tailwind, Bootstrap, DSA, problem solving skill, all that. Okay, so there is so many things. You see, this formatting is inconsistent. Here the text is different. Here text is different. Use that formatting, and the section you have just this is very cluttered. I see it's not very well organized. So while I review other resumes, look at those also, how other people have really organized this section. Okay, so you can organize that this section pretty well, so that would help. And most important thing, since you're targeting for SD intern role, so you need to have this coding profile also mentioned. So definitely need to improve this cluttering. Okay, work experience: worked with a tech team of student chapter program as a front end developer while building the website for it. Okay, so this thing you can mention as a real work experience, though. I mean, you are just saying that you have worked on this thing, a one-liner thing. Instead of that, you could have mentioned this student chapter as the company name, and then front-end developer as your role, and what you actually developed as your work experience. If you see some other resume, right? So let's see the experience here. If you see web development, company name, then the year or whatever, and the pointers. So you can add something like that. Okay, this instead of just adding one line, segregating things better would help you. Okay, so that need to be improved. Projects you have mentioned, again there is no formatting or separation of things. You have just mentioned three projects and three pointers. Rather, again, segregate. If these are three different projects, right, segregate it differently. Add links for them, GitHub links, or the link where you have deployed your projects differently. Okay, so overall review is that your things need to be segregated really well. You can use this overleaf or latex to and resume update your resume, and there are very some good templates there which you can use. This overall thing need to be updated. Okay, now extracurricular activities, you have added so many things. Grinned up various college fest as a competitive programmer, tech fest something. Okay, code red something, and build up to a good level of DSA problem solving mindset. So you said that you have this DSA problem solving mindset. Rather, if you have done this, mention in terms of, I participated in this, I got maybe this rank, or I got that rank, or I have solved this many problems. So extracurricular activities, I don't know. I mean, member of team tech, student, organize, manage technical event, participants. This can member of this mentored student, all these things can go into extracurricular is fine. But if like, I would be honest here, that for SD intern, why would I want to know, okay, which drama state level you participated, or you, I mean, this mentored student through maths and prep guide in board exam and JEE. But what we are targeting right now, that is SD software engineer role, right? So for that, this is not relevant. This is still a JEE level thing. But if you are going to enter in a company, they would want to know your sorry, I feel very hard. स्टोरी टाइप साउंड करने से नहीं. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's your first draft. You can definitely keep on improving it. Okay. So it's fine. It's overall fine. I just adjust the points. Okay. You be there, listen to other people' resume and how they are doing. You improve that. Okay. I won't go further into this. I know, I understand it's your first resume. So it's okay. It's fine. I know you'll improve it. So let's maybe move to other resume. Okay. I get hello. Okay, hello Deepak. Have you shared your resume, Deepak, if you want to review? Have you shared it? I don't know if you have shared or not because I don't see your resume. Um, okay, let's move to some other resume. Anyone else who have submitted the resume and are here, I can get started with there. Okay, Mohdaz Kar something. Okay, maybe you are there. Okay, I'll review your resume. Um, this one is your resume, right? Mohammed Abu Bakar Siddiqui H. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Just let me know if you are there. I'll get started with yours. Okay. Sure. So, it's a one-pager resume. Okay, let's start reviewing this. Okay. So, mm, your name. Okay. I've added your number, mobile number, and location, LinkedIn, GitHub, lead code. Okay. I see that you have added LinkedIn slash like this. Since you are adding, one second. Oh God. Okay, this link is correct. It will lead me to something. I'm just cross-checking. Okay. If this link is really okay, it will lead to somewhere. Fine. I'm not going to actually go, I mean, I'm just briefing that I'm not going to review your LinkedIn, GitHub, or lead code profile or anything. I was just checking if this link you have added, it's rightly leading to the correct point which it should lead to. So this is fine. One feedback over here that I think I mentioned earlier also, you've added this LinkedIn slash like this. Okay, so better would be you added the entire URL. Okay, entire URL is https colon slash slash linkedin.com slash Siddiqui. Okay, so that will help in terms of ATS. Some kind of, some ATS are not able to fetch it properly. So in that terms, if you are, since you are already adding it like this, so better would be add the entire URL. Same for these things also, GitHub and lead code also. Okay, now summary you have written. Okay, full stack developer, man, with two live production systems serving 500 plus users and a lead code rating of 630. Uh, okay, so you're saying that length of the link is very long. No, I think if you add, right, I think https colon slash slash will take this much space for this one additional and this one additional. So altogether it will go till here only. So it will come inside this boundary. Link is entire, not the entire link. Okay, so when you copy something from this, right, so you get some additional codes also, not those things, just the https. So I'll write it out. It's like https colon slash slash, let's say github.com slash your username, what is it, Siddiqui or 4712. Okay, so just like that. Here I am writing, it's looking big, but if you will write here, right, so it will come inside this boundary. Since you already have space here, right, so you can use that space. I mean, better being empty, right? So that will be good. Yeah. So okay, sure. And let's see your summary. With two live production systems serving 500 plus user and a lead code rating of 630. Okay, architecture and SEBDA college-wide hostel ERP. And then, okay, first of all, I need to know which batch pass out here. Okay, National College Engineering, you are 2027 pass out, and B Computer Science CGPA. Fine, this looks good. You have added your 10th. Okay. Uh, One thing I see, you have highlighted, I mean, put this as bold. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not sure if the school is really a big school or I don't know what it is. I mean, if not, then maybe this highlighting or adding this point is not adding any value here. You can check that. And profile summary, you are saying full stack developer and SIPD college-wide hostel ERP environment management platform end-to-end REST API and develop seeking so this line, okay, seeking full stack or backend role where a scalable system and clean engineering matter. Your profile summary should not tell what you are looking for or what you are seeking for or what aspirant you are. It's like what you can give, okay. It's like what you have done, not what you are looking forward to do. So I would say that you can remove this line. Okay, this is not relevant here. Summarize this. Since you are a college student, you can summarize this summary into 2 points. Okay, that you have done this, you are a good problem solving skill, like that. Yeah, and technical skills, languages, Java, SQL, JavaScript, web dev. Okay, Express, React, Node, database, MongoDB, MySQL, tools and cloud, Git, GitHub. Postman, Docker, okay. Core CS, data structure, algorithm, DBMS operating system. Okay, fine. But in your case also, you have added lead code rating and other things. Have you added link somewhere? Here, link is there? No, no. GFG, no. You've added problem solving here, right? Here you can add mention in brackets lead code comma GFG and add the link. Okay. If you want, you can add at the top also, but you're mentioning you are good at data structures and algorithm, but your link is not there. How would I know? How would I get to your profile and see if you really have this much of rating or not? Okay. So you definitely need to add your coding profile links. Okay. So that is the very important thing. Now, this web development experience that you have. Again, oh, okay. I see. Okay, Narsimha, you're saying give us one good resume format for us. It's very useful. Okay. Uh, for this session, I've not prepared one. I mean, my resume is there, but I need to do some modification before sharing publicly. So maybe I would share my resume format or a really good format which you can follow. Okay. Or I can maybe tell you some names. Okay, at the end I'll tell you some names which you can use for. Okay. um Now, web development intern, Prodigy Infotech. So, okay, this is your internship, my bad, not project. And then, okay, engineer 10 plus RESTful API endpoint in Node.js Express for user authentication and dynamic data fetching, enabling seamless client server data flow across three application modules. Okay. um Engineer 10 plus in Node.js authentication dynamic data, enabling seamless client across three application module. Okay, this is fine. And optimized React component architecture using memoization and control state updates, cutting unnecessary re-render by 15%, improving UI responsive under the high interaction scenario. Okay, this is fine. I think this looks fine. Uh, if you have, I mean, in general, again, I am repeating this, but if you have whatever links you have done, right, your project, your certification, your internship, certificates or whatever, wherever you feel it's relevant, right, you add it, right? You never know if people is seeing it. If you, in general, people miss out on these things. And if you have added this, let's say for this web development experience also, right, if you have added this link, it would, okay, stand out different. Okay, you have added your link also. Okay, it is good. So you can do that. Okay, now let's move to your technical projects. This experience section overall looks good to me. Technical project, hostel ERP, okay, and tech stack that you have mentioned. If needed, if you feel, you can add timelines also here, as you have mentioned for your this, right, web development intern. I mean, that will just nothing but look consistent, nothing else. If you want, you can add that. Uh, Hostel ERP, React, now the college hostel administrator depend on error-prone paper process for mess billing, attendance, and room across the student. Built live role based. Okay, okay. College hostel administrator dependent on. So you have written a kind of story, I would say, that this was the situation, and then you did this. Maybe you can summarize it. Okay, if it is, otherwise this is also fine, I would say. This is still fine. I mean, since you're just a college student, you have enough things to add into your resume. This is still fine. Automated end-to-end leave management and mess billing reducing. Mess billing reduce manual processing time. I think there is still some duplicacy over here. You are mentioning process, paper process from mess billing to some things. So try to remove, I would say, some duplicate rewriting. Instead, you tell this, okay, you have done this work for 10,000, sorry, 1,000 plus students, and this system based, admin based, warden student based some system, GPS system. And since you are saying that fully replace manual workflow to GPS based attendance system. So this is a good project, right? So you can mention the impact also. What is the impact? Since it's a little huge impact if you see. So you can mention in terms of, okay, manual process was like this, people were doing like this, now it's a GPS based attendance system. So adding impact will overall improve. And process, okay, so in next line you have mentioned, so processing time by 40%, eliminating approval bottleneck. Okay, what should be order for fresher and also tell for experience? Okay. Uh, sure, I can tell that. So for freshers, okay, heading order, got it. I'll just complete this one, then maybe I'll tell. Okay. Tree plantation consultancy NGO. Okay, you mentioned these things. Okay, I mean this project wise, it's telling like environmental initiative system to coordinate volunteer sponsor. Sir, built-in full stack platform event creation real times. So this is looking like what are the features of your application that you have mentioned, right, or what you have built. I mean, you should not mention what is the features like that. Instead, you where you did this and this was the change or this was the impact, that kind of thing. Okay, so that kind of thing you should do. Adding impactful impact in your resume overall helps. Okay, I'm emphasizing a lot on this because it really helps. Okay, not just for freshers, for experience, a lot, a lot. Okay, so work on this one. Oh, I mean pointers. This is fine, but write write it better. Okay, not the story, not the features, what the app or the system that you have built, but what it did, how it did. Okay, so you did it something like this, and you used some technology like this and this with this efficiency or that efficiency, and that was the impact. So I'll just briefly summarize on the star pointers at the end, okay, how you should do. Now, implemented sponsor and volunteer dashboard for live visibility, inter-resource distribution, improving coordination across drive. Okay, fine. Achievement and certification competitive program, 5,000 plus lead code rating is itna. Link you have to add, and 5 to 2500 plus skill rack. Um, to be honest, I don't know what it is. I don't know. I mean, it might be relevant. But I've never heard of it. I don't know 2000 to 2500 plus skill rack what it is. So I don't know how that relevant it would be. And 250 plus GFG problem. Okay, fine. Hackathon national level participant in, and it's hack itna. Okay. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I would say this the part being participant won't help that much. You're just a participant, it's not your achievement, I would say. Um, so I mean, you can participate in so many hackathons, right? But did you achieve something? Did you got some rank? So that would be a real achievement, right? If you don't have points to add in your resume, maybe you can add at the end, but I won't suggest that. Okay. Certification, MongoDB basics, MongoDB University, responsive web design. Again, links. I don't see links. Okay. Links are not here. You have added certification, links are not there. Technical training, you have Python basics, Linux and Unhashed. Okay, fine. Again, links, no links is there. Okay. So yeah, this is all for this resume. I think you can overall improve on the points that I told you. And so this summary, since you are a college student, right? This summary, 2 points would be enough. Even if you have enough content about your experience or the internships that you have done or the technical projects if you have good. So summary for a college student, it won't really matter that much. But if still want to add, you can add 2 lines. And if you have done a really, so now I'll go to the ordering, okay, heading orders. So if you're a college student and if you have done a really good internship, let's say from a really good product based companies, or not even, but if you have a good industry experience, I would say not even a good company, if you have done some company, some full stack experience, some internship experience, so adding that at the top would help. Okay. Now education section, if you are from some good NIT, IIT, that kind of college, so adding that education section at the top would help. Let's say, for example, if I am from tier 3 college, adding my college at the top won't help, right? I mean, that is not adding that value. Rather, if I have done a good internship at top, okay, it will help, I would say. So whatever your strong point is there, you need to highlight that things at the top. I feel that. Okay. So in this case, you can put maybe your experience at the top, your technical skills can go down. Achievement section is good at good place. Summary you can do to reduce to 2 lines. Okay. So yeah, that's for this. I would move to next resume. Okay, who all are there? Uh, just tell me your name. Who is there? I would review their resume. Okay, I have got two more resumes. Uh, Mohammed Askar. Okay. Okay, you have submitted your resume. Fine, if no one else is there, I'll go ahead with reviewing your resume because I see some more resumes, but those are not added here. Fine, just give me a moment. I'll get your resume here. Okay, I also see. Okay, Deepak, you have also added your resume. Fine, I can review your as well. Okay, I'll start with Mohammed Azkar. Okay. Okay, you're saying give me overall rating. I'm sorry, but I don't think so. Giving rating is a good idea because it matters a lot. I mean, it depends on different aspects, which college you are, in which batch you are, your college student, your experience, or which role that you are targeting. So in your case, I see that you are targeting for Mern stack, okay. But I mean, it varies a lot in different aspects. So giving a rating is not a good idea, I would say. I won't do that. Okay, I'll just get some other resumes, which I got. Mm, where is this guy? One second. Okay. One second. Okay, so Mohammed Azkar. Okay. I'll review your resume. Okay, so this is a one-pager resume. You have mentioned your name and then you have, okay, written your phone number, your email ID, your website, your LinkedIn. Okay. Okay, one more thing I need to know, which is the role that you are targeting. So you are targeting for full stack. Okay. Hmm. A full stack one developer. So one thing that I see is like your heading, and this is again bold. Okay. So this is not adding very significant, difference, I would say. So your resume overall, if I see right, so maybe you can again categorize this. You can add this as profile summary section and add these lines over there. That would maybe add more, make it look more better. About heading section, as I told about other also, right? Same thing you can follow. So here you see that you've added this pipe symbol, but here you added semicolon. This is different, right? So this should not be like that. Your resume should be consistent across. Same things. Skills you have mentioned front-end tools, React, no, Next, Tailwind, and Bootstrap. Backend Node is RESTful API, WebSocket, database, Mongo. Okay. Programming languages. Cloud computing you have mentioned, and others: Redux Toolkit, Docker, Git, Track, Pipeline, LangChain, Cloud. Okay. I see that you are one developer with 4+ years of experience building scalable system. Okay, so one second. If I go to your experience section, uh, So you use, I see that you started with in March 2023. Okay. March 2023. In 2026, it will be only 3 years of experience, right? That you would have altogether. You have mentioned 4+ year of experience. This is misleading, right? It's misleading. You don't have 4 year of experience. Or tell me if I'm maybe not reading it rightly, or I don't see anything. So Mohammed Azkar, if you are there, you can add in the chat. This is misleading. Plus of years of experience you don't have, and you're targeting full stack. Again, DSA is there and still there in the market. You would still need DSA. So by DSA, I mean problem solving skills. So maybe some coding profile would still help. Okay, got it. You're saying you have, if you mention all the company, then resume will be too long. Okay, so you have 4 years of experience. Fine. So if you think so that resume will be too big, maybe I would say that in 4 years, if you have worked in 4 companies, if you have a relevant experience with that company, I mean, if the impact and everything is good, you can consider, adding that. Okay. And maybe the latest project that you have added, if you feel anything you can remove. So you added 3 projects, right? If you can pick top two, since you have enough experience, instead of having 3 projects, you can just have 2 projects. Okay. So that will help you, reducing the size of this. And also if you work on some spacing and that kind of thing, so this line, if you see here, right, there is some spacing here and like this here. So if you organize this well, you will get a lot of spacing also. So you can check that. Okay, not just 3, I see. Okay, there is 4 projects that you have added, man. You can reduce that to 2. If you have a relevant experience, you can add that. And education, I see. um So it's just saying 2023, right? It's not saying you started from when and you ended when. So that will definitely help. You need to write it like you started sometime and then you ended it on 2023. MCA, you are ongoing MCA. Okay, it's a open university. That's fine. Okay. So you are doing MCA as well along with. But this section you need to improve. Okay. You need to add like maybe 2020. You are doing BCA, right? So you might have started from 2020 and you completed till 2023 like that. So you need to mention also those things. About pointers, I won't go deep into the each of the pointers. In general, it's like you have to mention the points correctly. um, Correctly, I mean the impact and other things. If I just say, look at your latest one. Okay, build scalable web application using React, Next and Node. Okay, it's just this line. Okay, I mean, no impact, nothing. You're just saying that you have built application using React, a Node, and whatever. So this point itself is not conveying a lot. Okay. Designed and optimized RESTful API, reducing response time by 25%. So if you maybe combine these 2 points, that will help. Because first line, it's not adding any value. So if you are working on a company, you might be definitely working on some things, right? You might be working on something. So just adding that is not helpful. So in your current company, what you are working, what you did, how you did, and what impact it made. So those 3 things, very important. Integrated Razor Pay and PayPal payment systems enabling seamless transaction for Ethna users. This is fine. Again, I see a lot of things. This is a sentence at the end, right? There is no what call. I mean, no full stop in all of these lines. These are lines only, right? So check for grammars and other things also. Full stops are not there. Okay, so that is for this one. I won't review it fully. Okay. Um, Overall pointers are same for point. I mean, my overall feedback is same. You need to improve on overall sections that you have planned, and skills you can segregate more correctly. You can add your coding profile. Experience, you can write it a better way. And latest project that you have added 4 instead of having 4 project. Write your best 2 projects and add points for those correctly. Okay. So if you have any more questions or anything, or you can ask me, or else I'll move to other project. And whoever is there in the chat and wants their resume to be reviewed next, please add in the chat. I'll review your resume next. Okay, sure. Sure, that's all for this one. I hope this one helped. If anyone is there who have added their resume, wanted to be reviewed, you can tell me. If not, then maybe I'll review a few more and then I'll go to the next one. Let me know if you're there. Okay, I got this resume from Deepak. Sure, we can review your resume, Deepak, next. One second. If anyone else is there, like let me know. I'll review your resume. Else I can, move to maybe other resumes. Okay, if no one is there, I can move with next resume. Okay, this resume looks good altogether if I see. Um, okay, I'll review one more resume and then we will check that last one. Okay. So, since you guys were saying that if you wanted a good resume, right? I have actually found one good resume. I'll suggest you maybe you can have some things like that. Okay. I saw this message from Ashutosh, so I'm reviewing your resume, Ashutosh. I think if you're there or not, I don't know. Maybe I can review yours. So it's one pager. Overall, it's looking decent. Now let's dive deeper. Okay. Your name is fine. Address you've added Patna, Bihar, India. Okay. Your number, email ID, LinkedIn, GitHub. Okay. So you have added these things. So these phone number, these things, right? You have added dash. You can add a pipe symbol also. It doesn't matter for LinkedIn and GitHub links. Okay, it's redirecting. It's fine. So you can have same things over there. Technical skills, you have segregated it correctly. Okay, if I see your college, so you started 2022. Okay, 2026 you'll graduate, and okay, which means you are about to graduate, I believe. Okay, you are from Vellore Institute of Technology and Technical Skills. It's programming languages Java, C++, MySQL, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, Kyle, and computer networks. Okay. Full stack technologies React, Node.js, Flask, Git. Developer tools Proteus, Google Cloud Platform, VS Code, Visual Studio, IntelliJ, Eclipse, can name Excel. Maybe this Git is not the right place to add in the full stack technologies. It's a tool that we use. So you can add that in the developer tool section. You've mentioned computer network as a programming skill, but computer network is not a programming skill. So you need to add a different section for that maybe. Maybe, mentioning core subjects or something, and then there you can add it. So soft skills, public speaking, data analytics, team leadership. I mean, instead of soft skills, right, you can mention this. There might be some. Okay, 1 second. Let me see some other resume, I'll tell you. So, what is this? Technical skills section, right? So, yeah, you have see this resume, right? They've added it as coursework. Okay, so same thing you can do. Instead of having soft skill section, you can completely remove this section and add coursework section, and there you can add computer network, DBMS, operating system, data structures, algorithm, whatever you feel is good, you can add that. Okay, so that's for that. And professional experience, hack club VIT Chennai. Okay, sponsorship committee member. Okay, and co-organized and executed 3+ hackathon with these many participants, increasing community engagement by 40%. Okay, so 1 second, if I just see. Okay, so I see you're looking for SD role. One more same thing, same feedback that I am getting overall. Like you've not added your coding profile. It's very important. Add your coding profile. I don't say it. And a professional experience that you have added, right? Increasing community engagement by 40%. Led design operation and improving event visibility and attendee engagement. I think this is more kind of organizing thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. uh, so it's not a, so since the role that you're targeting it's SD, so it's not like it's more of a organizing thing that you did. Okay, manage sponsorship outreach, securing collaboration 5+ partners and contributing to funding growth by this much. So this professional experience, that's not that relevant with the job that you are looking for. The SD role, it's not relevant. This experience is more of managing kind of thing. You manage to get some things. uh, it's not showing your development or your technical skills. So you definitely need to move this section below. Okay, this is not the kind of professional skills that you should be showing at the top. So you can move this section below, and rather you can move your project section above. Okay, because project section at least tell what is the work that you have done and what that will really help. Okay, so you can move this section at the top. And I see this Zuma AI, Next.js, Tailwind CSS. Okay, Zuma AI. Okay, it's redirecting somewhere. Okay, it's good that you have mentioned some project over here. I mean, the link that you've added. Developed a scalable Markdown-based PDF summarization platform with clerk authentication and Stripe generation integration supporting the users. Yeah, this is fine. Reduce manual development. So overall, if I see not in deep depth, so project section looks good to me. Okay. Uh, I won't deep dive that much into this one, because overall if I see most of the things in this resume, it's looking good. If you want, you can add this time section here, basically from when to when you did this project. That can be helpful. Otherwise still it's fine. Okay, certification, you have did few. Links, no links are there. So without links, I don't know if you have done this certification or not. So yeah. Extracurricular activities, you have added dramatic club, design lead, you did some things, fine. Again, this is not relevant for your SD role that you are applying, still you have added it, fine. So overall, this extracurricular activities, if you can remove it. If not, let it be at the end. Okay. This experience section that you have added, that is also not that relevant for the job that you are looking for. So move that section below. Okay. Now certification, uh, you can add links and add it. This project section you can move above. Okay, so that is overall feedback. Work on this one, then maybe get it reviewed again. Okay, now I'll this is the last resume that I'm going to review for today. Ashutosh, if you're there and if you have any questions, you can let me know in the chat below. I'll answer your questions, and then we will move to the last resume for today. I have got few more resumes, but maybe looking at the time, I won't review all of them today. um, I'll review some of them to the next time. Okay. So we'll move to. Okay. I see. Please review mine. Review mine. Kavya Kapoor. Okay. Sure, Kavya. Okay. Deepak is saying. Okay. Okay. Let's live. I'll review Deepak's resume first, and then we'll move to Kavya, your resume. And okay. Let's move. So. So this is Deepak's resume, and yeah, don't worry, Kavya. I'll review your resume as well. I'm reviewing Deepak's, and then I'll review yours. Okay. So, since some people, some of you were asking, right? What is, maybe some good format that you want, uh, so which you can, take a look. I mean, take inspiration from. Okay. So if I look at this resume, right, overall, it looks really good, really well organized. I would say that you can definitely use this as your template, or definitely use this resume for your reference. Okay. This resume is really well organized. If I just look at it, okay. Now we will deep dive into this resume. But for now, this resume really looks good. You can definitely take reference from this resume to have your things. One more thing, this resume is for experienced person. This guy has 4+ year of experience, I see, and the role that you're targeting, Deepak, it's SD2, right? So okay, we'll review in that manner then. Let's get with this. So you've added your heading. This looks good. Your phone number, email ID, LinkedIn, and lead code. So you remember, right? I was mentioning throughout that your LinkedIn profile or the lead code profile. I think while reviewing, I think Mohammed Abu Zakar resumes, or I think maybe Mohammed Azkar or someone's resume, while reviewing resume, I mentioned that you can add link, right? So this is what I meant. Okay, you can add links like this. Okay, and if I just click on this, okay, it's redirecting me somewhere. Okay, so it's not invalid. Okay, so yeah, you can add this link. It is ATS, more ATS friendly. Okay, now let's see the summary. So, software engineer with 4+ years of experience building scalable microservices and distributed system using Java, Spring Boot, Kafka, Redis, and AWS. Okay, strong in DSA and system design uh, with proven impact, including 500K dollar annual cost saving with 90% automation. Oh, that's really a good impact. Uh, skilled in designing reliable, low latency backend scale systems at scale. Okay, fine. This looks good to me overall. In 4+ years of experience, you have summarized your profile. So yeah, this is fine. Uh, technical skills: C plus Java, C++, Python. Okay, framework and library: Spring Boot, microservices, REST API, Apache Kafka, JUnit, Mockito. Okay. So you've mentioned the microservices here. Microservices is not a framework nor a library. So maybe you can remove this section from here. So again, we are doing nitpicking. Okay, we are reviewing at very small details. So this one you can remove. Database, SQL, Elasticsearch, NoSQL, Redis. Okay, good. DevOps and Cloud, Docker, Git, Jenkins, CI/CD, Linux, AWS, EC2, S3, Bedrock, DynamoDB. Okay, fine. Concepts, data structures, and algorithms. Okay, low-level design, high-level design, distributed system. Okay. Experience. Okay, so you're software engineer 2 at Equity Analytics. Okay. So there was one experienced guy, right, who has 4 years of experience, and you were saying that if you add all of your experience, resume will look big. But if you see this resume, right, this guy has added all of its four experiences that he has. And this is well organized and it looks good. So you can definitely take reference from this one. Okay. Now let's see. Software engineer 2 equity analytics. It's December 2023 till present. Fine. Design Kafka driven hot storage system enabling low latency access to S3 archival, achieving annual saving, including API and UI on demand S3 to GPFS restoration. Okay. So if you see this point, right, this point is really written in a good star format. Okay. This guy designed a Kafka driven hot cold storage system enabling low latency. What he did and how it did, uh, using this access S3 archival, he achieved 500K dollar annual saving on demand. S3 to GPF's restoration. Okay, so this is a good pointer, I would say. Let's read the other points. Let data module extraction and pre-processing using Java. Spring Boot reducing manual effort by 90% from 10 hour to 1 hour, enabling seamless adaptation to frequent vendor changes. This looks good to me. Built a RAG-based infra's AI system indexing proprietary code into a vector DB, enabling context-aware queries and optimizing LLM cost via dynamic top K retrieval with minimum token usage. Build automated developer workflow integrating this reducing peer design Kafka red led. So, Deepak, I see that you are SD2 in this equity analytics from December 2023, right? Which means you're in this company as a SD2 for around 2 years, I believe. The 4, 5. So yeah, around, I mean, 2+ years I see you're here, right? And I see one of the points is saying designed a Kafka driven some things. I am not aware about the company much, but maybe as a software engineer too, you could have, you might have more responsibilities. You could have done more design or more development, that kind of thing. So maybe you can, if you have done some things you have not added it, maybe consider adding those points, because as a software engineer too, you are here from these past 2 years, 2+years, so that maybe in a software engineer too, people will look for that. Okay, how much of a design skills you have, so that would matter for sure. So consider adding those in terms of that. Okay, you design, you built, you things. So build automated developer workflow integrating. This is fine. I mean, normal developers in general they do, right? But maybe you can think in terms of what is differentiating you as a software engineer too, in general as a software engineer one. I mean, there is some difference, right, in one and two. So that should be coming out more loud, I believe. But overall, it looks good to me. Software engineer tails. Okay, you did some things. Pointers, I feel this is good. Design, developed, all this. Software engineer, Accolade Digital, you have added some points. Overall, it's looking good. I'm not going that deep into every point. So, because overall, it's looking good to me. I will give a summarized feedback, general feedback for all the resumes. So, whatever I looked through today and whatever is applicable, I'll do that. Okay. Internship you've added. So, all together, this looks good to me. Okay. Project you've added a URL shortener and this and this. Okay. Where is the project link? Where is the GitHub link? If you, in case if you have hosted it, where is the project link? If you have not hosted it, where is at least the GitHub URL? I don't see it. So GitHub URL is definitely missing. You need to add that. Uh, that need to be present for sure. So you can add that, and yeah, URL shortener you have built. Redis cache. This fine. Looks fine to me. Fine to me. Education you have added at the end. Okay, this looks good to me. And achievement you have added solved 10,000. Sorry, 1,000 plus problems. Lead code GFG. So lead code GFG. Uh, so Deepak, I see your lead code link at the top. Okay, that's fine. So you have this resume here. You have not added URLs for this GitHub project, and altogether, if you I see, right, I see your lead code link, I see your LinkedIn link, but as a developer, I don't see your GitHub link. At least in the project section, I could see your GitHub link, right? That is important. So your GitHub link is missing. Think of adding at the top or maybe here in the project section, but this definitely need to be present. Okay, so add that. Now your education section is good, and achievement you have added lead code. So here also you could have added lead code link, GFG link. You have mentioned GFG. If I click here, there is nothing. Okay, so 1,000 plus problem, this is fine, this is good achievement. So yeah, and some people were also asking about the section, which one should come first. So definitely which the section which is adding more weightage to your resume, that section need to be at the top. Okay, in this case the experience section is definitely adding, has the more weightage, so this need to be at the top. Okay. Okay, I see some questions. Deployed link of project. Yes, if you have deployed your project, you can add the deployed link. I mean, usually you should have deployed your project, but in some cases, if you don't have the deployed project, if you just have, I mean, if even if you have not deployed a project, you should have pushed those project into GitHub, right? So you can add the GitHub link of that repository. Okay, so definitely something need to be present. And education should we keep in bottom, like just college, or if CGPA is good, or at the top education, like some good order, is it summary first, etc. So, okay, I'll summarize this thing again, or maybe I'll summarize this answer at the end. Okay, I have a better answer for that. I'll summarize at the end. So for this one, this overall looks good, Deepak. Yeah, I understand a project has less weightage based on your experience, but still you're a developer, right? So adding GitHub link will help anyway, I feel. I mean, you can consider based on whatever you feel, but adding GitHub link will add a value. So these are the few pointers that I have for you. If you have any questions, you can let me know. Otherwise, we'll move to Kavya's resume. Okay. Anything? Anything there? Okay. Let's move to Kavya's resume then. Hmm. So, Kavya Kapoor. Okay, so one more thing to notice. I'll make you see the difference. Okay, you see this resume you have added as Kavya hyphen resume. It could have been Kavya Kapoor hyphen resume. I'll tell you more about things that would be helpful. More this naming also matters. Okay, if you might have noticed this Deepak's resume. So here it's just showing me the name as PDF. I don't know why, but I'll show you at the end. Okay, how is this naming also matters. So let's review your resume. Okay, altogether it's a one-pager resume, looking good to me. Now let's get deeper. Okay, Kavya Kapoor, you have okay. I believe you have just did this for hiding the phone number. That's good. And you have added your LinkedIn, your GitHub. Since there is some spacing, uh, if you feel it's good, you can add https colon slash slash also. Uh, okay, that will help. Kavya Kapoor hyphen updated resume 2026. You don't need to be that descriptive about the name. I'll tell you what exactly need to be there. That much description is also not needed. Okay. So you are from this college, and yeah, I get that. That backslash is for your number. This is your passing out year. So if you feel, in general, I'm saying if you feel your percentage, your CGPA is good, so you can mention it. If you feel it's not that good, maybe your other skills, maybe your problem solving skill is highlighting your resume more, then you can also avoid. Okay. So that is optional, I feel. I mean, not really optional, but I mean, if something is not really good, if something is bad, why do you want to show that in your resume, right? So better not to have it, and better to show something which is actually good about you. So it's okay if you want, you can add. If not, then it's still fine. Okay. Technical skill languages: C, C++, Python, JavaScript, SQL. Okay. Um. Okay, you're saying underscore. Okay, okay, this is fine. Core fundamental, CS fundamental, data structural algorithm, object-oriented programming, object-oriented design, DBMS, operating system, complexity analysis, system design, REST API. Again, haha. Hmm. I'm not sure. As a college student, I see you have some work experience as well. But mentioning system design and being a college student, here you've added object oriented design, right? I think that much would be enough. If you really have really good, knowledge about system design, I know that as a fresher, system design is nowadays required at some places, but definitely not in that depth as compared to the experienced people. So if you are not very confident and just bombarding your technical skills with so many, buzzwords, avoid doing that. If that is the case, if you're good with this, if you at least know at the overall level how system is, how things are, then it's good to add. If not, then you can consider removing it. Okay. Framework libraries: Node, Express, React, Tailwind. Okay. Material UI, it's good. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand you've added this jargons for keyword matching. I know you might know basics for basics of LLD as a college student, and that might be just sufficient, to crack interviews. But as a, I don't think so. As system design is, fully needed for a fresher. So keep it your ear. But adding this as a system design, if in a worst case scenario, I'm saying, if interviewer points this out, if ask you questions about it, it can backfire you. Okay, so I understand we add some things, but it can backfire you. So yeah, so you can have that thing. Okay, so next is tools and platform: GitHub, JWT, Cloudinary, Razorpay, Postman, AWS Basics, Agile, Scrum. Okay, fine. Work experience: Hack, Hakdarshak, something. I think Hakdarshak. Okay, you worked here. Backend developer intern. Okay. Open source code for government tech, Government of India initiative. Okay. So um you were a backend developer, right? And you have added open source. So I didn't get it. I mean, was this a open source project in which you contributed as a backend developer intern being at Hakdarshak, or how was that? Maybe you can add your comments. You can check that. Architected a scalable distributed AI powered knowledge platform, applying object oriented design principle in this, serving agents for welfare scheme queries at scale. Okay. So, you are a backend developer intern, right? And you are still a college student. I understand you might have a low level design understanding, system understanding, but in June, July, August, maybe you did 3 months of internship and you were saying you architected a scalable distributed AI powered knowledge platform. So, okay, it came in Shark Tank, that tell government scheme to rural people, etc. Hug Darshak. Okay. Company for 3 months. I interned there, created product website for them, which is now deployed in production, etc., etc. Okay. Um. Okay. So, by looking at it, right, it's saying that you are architecting this scalable distributed AI powered knowledge system. But based on your understanding, I mean, in general, as a college student, you have some understanding, but architecting, you doing real architecture for a scalable distributed system, it's a big thing. It's a big deal. Okay. I mean, as a intern, being in 3 months architecturing things and doing, it's a big thing, I would say. It's, I feel like, uh, um, maybe you might have, overwritten this. Maybe you might have used AI, you might have written some points, you might have used AI to improve your points, and AI might have suggested this word architected. Okay, I feel it's a bit of too much, because I get your point. I get it. I completely get your point. Adding verb to starting sentence, even that is one of my pointer above when I'll summarize this, right? So that is really a good point. Adding verbs is good, but you need to think about what verb you are adding, right? I understand we use AI, but we also need to think in other terms also, okay? That we you could have written developed, designed, or some other things which based on your experience, right? Architecturing is a big word. It's not a good word to be added, okay? So yeah, let the development, something like this. I think Deepak is giving some good suggestions in the chat. You can seek for that. Okay. So this is a big word. I would suggest that, avoid doing this. I mean, it can backfire you because it's too promising. You are saying, I know everything. I have done this and that. And maybe if they really grind you on things, I don't know how much you will be able to answer. Okay. So use AI, definitely use AI, improve your pointers, but be mindful of what you're doing, know what you're doing, and also ask AI, okay, this is my experience, this is my current understanding. Do you think based on my current understanding on certain topics is good about writing architect word or adding some word, that kind of a thing. So think of that, okay? It's a really good project, and since you are saying that you have presented this in Shark Tank and also, so you can maybe mention that also somewhere. I feel personally that might be good. I mean, that might be eye catchy. So adding Shark Tank somewhere. So I don't know if you have presented this project or you worked on this project. So maybe you can check if you feel it is good, then you can add. I mean, uh, or if you have just worked on that project, maybe not. If you have to give this project to, I mean, presented this in Shark Tank, then you can add it. Otherwise, it's fine. You have just added to there. Okay. Here, maybe you can mention Hug Darshak in something. Okay, it's fine. Remove. Forget about it. Okay. Um, Now let's see your projects. So Query Atlas, Advanced RAG System, ChromaDB, SQLite, Google Gemini, API, Python. Okay, got it. Okay, live demo and GitHub link. Okay. Yeah, this is good. So other people who are there, listening to this live session, this is how I was mentioning. Okay, this is a good example where the project link, she has mentioned the live demo of the project, and she has also mentioned the GitHub link. This is really a good, example. You can definitely learn from this. You can add something like this. If you want to add icons instead of this, you can add GitHub icon and the live icon. I mean, that is again cosmetics. You can do that or you can avoid, but definitely this is a good point. Okay, so people, you can do that. Now build a multi-document track system enabling natural language query over PDF using hybrid retrieval BM25 plus embedding. Okay, embedding. Okay. Mm, Designed a distributed retrieval pipeline with ChromaDB and SQLite for efficient indexing and fast search. Integrated Google Gemini API for context-aware answer generation with full source attributions. Developed REST API for modular backend architecture using fast API, improving system scalability and latency. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I'm getting something that I heard is somewhere adding icon reduces ATS because those can't be passed in ATS. Got it. Maybe yeah, that can be a good point, Deepak. Thank you for that. He's saying that maybe if we add icons, that would impact the ATS score overall. So yeah, maybe this is fine. I think live demo and demo is fine. Don't add icon then. Yeah. Study Notion, Munstack. Okay. Okay. Engineered, distributed, multi-tied tech platform. So designed relational database model API Okay, you have read some points. Maybe I won't go that deep into your points that you have added about their correctness and all. But think of some points. Some points looks definitely good to me. I think yeah, I have also seen that project. It's fine, but yeah, if you have done this, you have added links and all. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Uh, so I designed a distributed retrieval pipeline, right? So think of it before writing. So understand what actually a distributed system is, and then think of adding these terms, right? So I know that ChatGPT, this Claude AI tools, this will tell you so many things, right? It will modify you or advance your points in so many terms. You will write all these points, advance this, architected this, distributed this, designed, engineered, tailored, implemented, all that. But yeah, I mean, some places it's fine, but I mean, not just me, in industry, people in general see these things, right? Nowadays, since we have AI, we get this kind of resume, okay? But when we didn't had AI, some resumes were very naive, okay? Because it was more of your wordings, your grammar, your spellings that you used to, write. And now, if you see these terms, right, I also use AI, people also around they use AI, they know, like, right, that these points are added by AI. I mean, this kind of points, I am not saying this is wrong, this is fine. I mean, you can add it, but you should know about the terms, what you are writing. Engineered a distributed multi-tiered tech platform. I mean, if you really, if the system is really a distributed multi-tiered tech platform, this is still fine. But if not, then consider, I mean, just ask questions, okay? Don't just blindly trust AI. AI will give you anything. Okay. So this is your selling point, your resume. It should not be over promising and it should not be under promising also. It should be how what it is. Okay. So overall, that is the summary for this. I think you have done some good job about adding this in star format, impact and all. I see some percentages and different things. Overall, it looks good to me. Yeah, I mean, ask AI itself. Okay, what should be the good word? Okay. Now, achievement and competitive programming, lead code 500 plus days of problem solved, demonstrated strong command and structure, algorithm complexity analysis, achieved rank in and competitive profile contest. Okay, profile. What profile is this? Okay, it's lead code. So maybe instead of writing profile, you could mention here your lead code itself or the entire URL. Let me check if I mention the. Okay. So lead code, you can mention the lead code URL, entire URL here. That would be fine, or just lead code and then that would also be fine. First place in Hack for Health hackathon, Triple IT Delhi, the teams, and student ambiguity winning this many prizes. And this is this. Okay. Reflect Amazon LPs invent and simplify. Yeah, this is good. Certificate you have added. Yeah. So people, if you are still there listening to this live session, right? See this. This girl, she has added it really well. Okay. Certificate she has added for all of this. So claim she is mentioning, she has mentioned the certificate. So you need to mention that. Okay. You're adding certificates uh, or certifications or any certificate or anything, you should definitely mention. Even for your internships also. For internships, after completing internships, I think mostly you get certificates, right? If you get, you can add it. If you don't, it's still fine. But definitely for project section and the certifications that you're going to have, add certificates. This is looking good. Okay. Top this and runner up. Okay, this is look good. Certification you've added. Okay, again you see this certificate, this is really good, I would say. Okay, all over I would say, Kavya, your resume is good. There is some things I would say that you are maybe overselling, so you need to reconsider these things and yeah, work on those things. Otherwise, overall, it looks good to me, Kavya. Okay, so work experience also, it's good. It's good at the top. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So, any more questions if you have, you can tell me. Otherwise, we can move towards the to today's summary. Or anyone else, if you have any other question, you can let me know. Or we'll move towards the summary of whatever we have discussed today. I understand I got few more resumes since some people were not in the live session. So considering the time constraint and other things, I couldn't review all of the resumes. Okay, so there are I think a few resumes still pending. So certification I can still I think Deepak, this is still fine. You can certification history has added, right? I mean this is still fine. Let it be here and. There is still some there is still spacing over here. So if you want to add profile summary at the top right, two liners profile summary, if you want, Kavya, you can add that you are a backend developer or you're a full stack developer, because since you have this work experience. Also if you want, right, you can move this work experience section at the very top even before your education, because you have a relevant work experience, right? So that will help. So questions, I'll take the questions now. um but I'm not getting shortlisted with this. I understand, Kavya. I mean, market is a little different nowadays as compared to what it used to be. You need to be consistently applying and seeking for review. I mean, while applying, you should be seeking through referrals. Consider applying through referrals. Nowadays, competition is comparatively higher. You can definitely keep on upskilling yourself. What else? Uh, Add a summary over here and move this certificate section, let it the certification section be there. Move your experience section at the top, it will show that okay, you have some experience. So this resume overall looks good to me. Okay, now next question I'll take. Because summary increases ATS and it matters for shortlisting. Yeah, I understand. For that reason, you can just add two liner, no more than that. Okay, you are a college student, you will be fresh graduate that the people company is going to hire. So try not to add more than two line. Okay. Um, I see any resume tip for first year undergraduate, as I don't have any experience, what I can add in my resume. Okay, it's a good question. First of all, for first year student, I understand you don't have any work experience. Try building projects. Okay, so I know that your resume won't be this dense as you look here in the screen, right? So your resume won't be this dense, but you can add your projects. Okay, build projects, add the projects. Okay, so projects, understand some tech stack fully. Nowadays AI rack big system based system is really going through, the hype is there, buzz is there. You can check those also, or whatever your interest is towards. Okay, based on your interest, based on the companies that you're targeting, based on the role that you're targeting, or whatever you're looking for, or in general a college I mean fresh student first year, try building projects. If nothing, a full stack project will still work, or some AI/ML project. Add the project, your current education. In college, since you're a first year, you might be part of some clubs, right? Some coding clubs, some other clubs. So you can add a position of responsibility section, and then you can mention their position responsibilities that you have taken. So I think those few sections would be enough for you, okay, as a first year student. I hope that answer helps. Now next question is getting rejection. I know I am little bit unskilled, not experienced too much, but my friends are getting, so just I'm not comparing, but I still feel bad. um I don't know if you are unskilled and the friends that you are comparing from experience you have, back-end development experience, it's fine. If you are targeting off campus is really tough, Kavya. And I would say that since there are so many female hirings going on, okay, you definitely stand a good chance with the female hiring. Okay, utilize that. Amazon, wow, and there are so many other female what would I say, openings, or the hiring which are there for female, where most of the people get shortlisted. You have then online assessment and then interviews. So if you have prepared your DSA well, you can get shortlisted for that. Okay, so the thing is, utilize those things. Off campus in general it's tough, but female opportunities you can utilize definitely that. And then you might have some on campus placement also, right? So check for it. Okay, altogether this placement and other stuff is a different topic altogether. In this session we are reviewing the resume. I'll stick to that one. Okay. Ma'am, can we get the resume link which you mentioned earlier? um okay, sure. Deepak, I think it was your resume. If you are comfortable, you can maybe edit your phone number, or can you share the your drive link, resume link? People want to refer that to that one. Uh, Actually, that one is a good resume. There are some other formats also which are good. Since I found one, so I told you. So you can definitely refer to that. So Deepak, if you're comfortable, please, add that link. Okay. To make space for summary, we can remove. Okay, I think you're saying for this one, but I think there is still space here. She can add summary section. Full stack developer using MERN and have strong hold on DSA and have solved more than a question like this, you can add in summary. Okay, fine. Keep only one oops or only. Okay. Okay, will coop oops. Okay. Summary, schooling, simple project, calculator, etc. and learn one. Stack or simple. Okay, this there is some advice I think Deepak is also giving in the comment. So people, you can seek for that. That summary is giving some advice. There is some female opportunity has mentioned Walmart code her, Uber she code, Amazon wow, and many other female opportunities that you can look for. It is easier for females to get hired due to by so-called diversity. Okay, fine. What would I say? It's not biased. It's like diversity that you need in the the workplace. Uh, you have a chance. I understand as a female. For females, I would say if you have the chance, utilize it. Okay, utilize it to a max extent. I understand for males, they feel that it's unfair for us, it's biasness and all that. But there are certain things at the company, at the workplace, that they have to follow some percentage of, since it's a workspace where both female and male need to be there, so they need to have the diversity over there. So for that reason, female and diversity hiring is there. But definitely, I know it's like controversial. I won't say much on that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. In India, diversity means female hiring. I understand. In foreign, diversity means so many things. So diversity for outside, they for them it means LGBTQ community as well. So they consider those as a diversity. They consider them as well. But here it's only India, so it's fine. I mean, I don't know. I mean, people are okay. Hi, ma'am. I know none of the mark. I'm working on it. My question is, could you please share us what was your resume status when you were in 6th sem? Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe in the next session, uh, I will get all my, resumes from my previous, time when I was at first year, second year, and so I'll share those. Okay, so that is how my resume look used to look like, and so yeah, Pragya, could you share your resume which helped you getting shortlisted in Amazon? Um, okay, I need to update my resume. I mean, my personal details I need to hide, and some other details which I have not done for this session. Maybe I can have some other session. So you can let me know if you want further more sessions like this. I can definitely organize one, and I can share my resume. First of all, I saw this quote, somewhere that for AI to take your job, you first need to have a job. Okay. And that's really funny because it's actually true. You first need to have a job before AI takes it or anything hands over. Okay. So definitely, whatever comes goes. I know competition will increase, hiring openings might be lesser compared to that, but eventually, what is going to matter, that is your skills. Okay. I understand things get difficult in different times, but you have to trust the process. You have to continue upskilling. I know you will see people getting shortlisted, but not you. That I understand. I have been there. That hurts. Okay, uh, but all you can do is you can keep on trying. Okay, so um, yeah. There, I think yeah. There, I also read there. Sure. I'll summarize today's session about the resume reviewing, and then we'll end up. Okay. So. General summary and feedback here. So the link that you're sharing, right, very first point, this is the point zero, that should be publicly accessible and proper file name. Okay, so I'll share with you one second. Here you see this, right? File name Java Deepak underscore Java underscore developer underscore 4 year of experience. This is kind of detail in the file name that I am talking about. I understand as a college student, this won't be very relevant for you, but for experience, this is really good. Okay. So as a college student, it's fine. You can just have for example, my name is Pragya Gupta, right? So it can be just Pragya underscore Gupta underscore resume. Okay. So that much of detail is enough. Okay. So how Pragya underscore Gupta underscore resume. Okay. Like that. So just that dot PDF. Okay. Don't add more details or more, don't make it more descriptive. Fine. Now, always, one second, live chat. Okay. Yeah. Now, one more thing is the link that you're providing, right, to whoever. Now you make updates. Okay. You updated your resume. For example, you created a first draft. You share that link to some other people. Now you updated your draft. Okay. Now updated that file into Drive and you have the link. So instead of updating the new file every time on the Drive, rather in Google Drive, there is an option to update the version of the same file. Okay, so always update the same version. Okay, if this is going to help you a lot. Okay, so there is just one resume link you will sharing across, and this will help you overall. Okay, what I mean overall, because let's say I started today, maybe after 2 years later, I might have shared my resume to some people. Okay, they might be referring to that resume or somewhere, sometime, you never know, right? So they will still click on your resume, they will see the updated version. Okay, maybe that time you reached out for internship, but now you're reaching for full stack development. They will see your updated version. Okay, this is looking good. Okay, fine, maybe we can consider. So always update the version, don't share different link, have one link, update your versions. Okay, I'll come to the other part of it as well. Um, now another thing is one page resume. So definitely the resumes that I reviewed today, it was all of those were one pager, so it was good. And you need to be just one page, you need to have one pager resume even for experienced people as well. I would say from 0 to 4 5 year of experience, you can summarize your experience in just one page, so that is enough. Now, try writing points in star format briefly. Okay, so this is what I was talking about in the entire, discussion. This star format is very important. Okay, not just in terms of writing your resume, the pointers for your resume, but also when you explain the answers, some behavioral questions or whatever points that you have regarding your resume or your experience, always use star pointer. Okay, what it is, I'll just briefly explain, because I think this is a good thing to mention about. Okay, so one second. Yeah, so it says situation, a star says situation, task, action, and the result. Okay, so situation means basically what was the problem that existed. So here, as Kavya was also mentioning, that she used action verbs, right? So you can use the action verbs over here, but definitely don't add, action to be very much, promising as compared to the role that you are currently in. So definitely need to look on that also. So use action verbs. Now, then comes the task. Okay, so what you were responsible for, so what you built, what improved, all kind of thing, so what you were responsible for. Then the action is what you did or how you did. Okay, so that is the action that you took. Okay, now result, what is the measurable outcome that you achieved after doing all this in this situation, after doing this task and taking this action, what was the measurable outcome that you achieved. Okay, so that you need to mention, and very important to quantify the result. Okay, this will help you in really well. Okay, so quantify the results. Now next thing is, do your bullet points answered. Okay, so the points that you write, right? So now always check if the point that you've added, the bullet point, do your bullet point answer this, what does it should answer. Okay, what did you do, does your bullet point that you have written, that does that tell, okay, what did you do, how did you do it, and what impact did it create. If it is not answering this question, right, your the point that you have added, maybe that needs some improvement, okay, for sure. If it is not answering this, it needs some improvement. Now maybe I'll tell you with the example, okay. So uh, uh, I mean, for in quantifying the results, you can, simply say that reduced API response by 40 percentage, or is much stronger. I mean, this improving the API response by 40%. This point itself is much stronger than writing that improved the API performance. Okay, so just writing, if you just write remove, I mean, improve the API performance, it is not adding that value, right? Instead, if you write, if you improve the API response time by 40%, so this is how you quantify the results. Okay, so that is how you can do it. And I will tell you one example. So it is like optimized backend API handling. Okay, so I think I could have written it. So okay, one second, I'll just quickly write it. Okay, optimized backend APIs handling authentication request by, I'm not writing it fully, implementing caching and query twinning, reduced reducing response time by 40% and improving system throughput for 1 million plus daily request. Okay, I understand that as a college student, you might have not made a very big impact. Even being in some doing some internship, also the impact not be that huge. Okay, but I mean, it matters when you are experienced how big impact did you create. But as a fresh graduate or something, impact, some percentage still matters. Okay, so it's not always about how big impact; it's about the impact that you made. Quantifying it. Okay, what is the percentage? So here in this, I mean, I have just roughly written it. So if I really, write this as a star situation. So here star is like a situation. So what is the situation here? So authentication API and performance issue was the star. Okay, the because it reduced the API handling authentication and the performance. Okay, so where did I return? Reducing response time. So response time is the performance. So that is the situation that was solved here, and the task was improving the response time. Okay, and scalability, that is the throughput. That, so this is the reducing the response time and improving the system throughput. So this is the task that was did, and the action, eh, how it was did was by implementing caching and query tuning. Okay, by doing this, this was the action, and with this situation was handled. And what was the impact? So impact was reduced by 40%. Okay, so this question, this point, basically this answers all of the 4 points. Okay, so this is a very good example of star pointers. Okay, so that is how you can do. Now, next point is update your resume for each role you apply, okay, or keep it different version. So above I told about keeping the same version link, right? So it is about one type of resume. Now let's say you are applying for, let's say, a front end role, okay? So that is another one type, front end. Then there is this back end role, okay? Then there is this full stack role. There is maybe some AI developer role, okay? So this is one type. There is another type, third type, fourth type. Maybe you want to explore all of this type, or maybe not in general, not in general very much of types, but maybe two types you want to explore. Okay, maybe you would be a backend engineer majorly, but you are also a full stack engineer. So if a role asks a full stack in system, you can send this one, which might be heavy for this. If you are just applying backend heavy, you want to show that you are a backend heavy engineer, you can pass this resume, right? So versions update means that you have to update the version, but the thing is you can keep the different version of the resume, basically a different type of the resume. For backend you can have some type, for front end or like that you can have different type of resume. Also, one more important thing is the job openings that you see, right? From there, you can use the keywords. You can fetch the keywords, what the keywords that the job opening is looking for, and put those keywords into your resume, okay? And that will basically I mean, that will increase the chance of your resume to get shortlisted. So this is very important. Okay. So adjust the keywords and highlight the project description and other things based on the job description or the that is being provided. Okay. So adjust the keywords here and there for that. Now, focus on achievements, not what you were supposed to. So, you remember we saw one resume where one person has written seeking for a front end or full stack role kind of thing. So, you should never write that kind of thing, okay? Focus on the achievement that you have done, or the internship or you have done, or the project that you have done, or the certification that you have done. It's like what you have done. So, whatever you have done, that is proving your worth, okay? So, you have to do that, not I will be doing this, I am seeking for this. No, so you should not supposed to, I mean, you should not add what you're supposed to do. Instead, focus on the achievements. Okay. So other is ATS friendly resume. Your resume should be ATS friendly. Try improving the ATS score. Okay. Try doing some tweaks here and there and check the ATS score. So if you can check the ATS score in different sites. Okay. There is a resume worded, Naukri, etc. I understand the different, this ATS score checking website give different score, but you can, I think in Naukri or some website where you can add the job openings and the keywords, and then maybe add your resume based on those keywords and openings, and it will give your score based on those job description and details. Okay, so try different things. Okay, may try to have the good for formatting. Okay, ATS friendly formatting, consistency over everything. Okay, your resume should look consistent, neat, clean, clearly structured. Okay, as I was talking about Deepak's resume. So highlight relevant projects. Okay. So whatever relevant projects are there, highlight those, and include the projects that really demonstrate your practical skills and the measurable outcomes. Okay. Highlight the keywords that you have. Okay. So highlighting keywords, this is important. Okay. So in some resume we might have seen. Okay, let me check once. So here you see, right? It's not highlighted. Maybe this guy could have highlighted Flask. Okay, one second. So this guy could have, highlighted this Flask or Spark over here, maybe making this bold. Okay. So maybe we'll see if we see some other resume. So, okay, this one is good. Okay. Here you see, right? Deepak has highlighted these things. S3 to GPS. He has made this bold. Java as bold. Spring Boot as bold. VectorDB as bold. Top K Retriever as bold. In projects also, if you see, like in some of the G1 garbage collector, some other places you see 10 percentage. So you see this is highlighting. Okay, so if your resume is very plain, for example, if you see this one, this pointers, it's not getting highlighted, right? I mean, it's not catching my eye. So bold the points which are adding some value. So highlighting keywords really helps. Okay, it is basically eye catchy thing. Okay, so that will help. Now keep contact information professional. So it should not be that the email ID that you're providing, it is some saying something, for example, some your Insta username or something. uh, for example, in case of Kavya, a case like her name is Kavya Kapoor, I think, but her YouTube name, if I saw in the chat, it was some Oreo something, right? I understand for YouTube and all this thing, this doesn't matter. But for you, email ID couldn't be like Oreo at the rate gmail.com, right? It should be professional. It should say, okay, Pragya at the rate gmail.com or whatever. So keep your contact information professional. Add links. Okay, important links. This is very, very important. I have seen the reviewed the resumes that today most of them were missing these links. LinkedIn very important, GitHub very important. You are a developer, right? This need to be this need to be present there. Lead code and etc other things. So your lead code profile link, you are your coding profile, not just lead code. Maybe you are doing code forces or code chef or some other spoj or other things. So your coding profile need to be present there. Okay, you are a college student, I understand. And coding is the thing where you can still showcase your skill. Okay, it is still relevant in the market, so you should definitely add your coding profile. Project that you have added, Definitely you can add the demo, live demo where you have hosted that project, that link, and the GitHub link also. Okay, again, certification link, internship link, other things links, those also need to be added. Okay, now maintain consistent formatting. Okay, so across your resume your formatting should be consistent. It shouldn't be right somewhere you are using some, let's say Roman font, somewhere you're using some different font, so it shouldn't be like that. Okay, your overall formatting for your one pager resume should be very consistent across. Okay, so this is important. Now, prioritize relevant content. As I mentioned, whatever relevant content, whatever is selling your resume the most, add those points at the top. Okay. Now, proofread thoroughly. So, once you drafted your resume, you made some improvement, read it thoroughly, check for the grammatical mistake. You should never make grammatical mistake. It's really, um, people observe this, right? If there is any grammar mistake, they observe it. They feel bad. Okay. He don't even know what is it. Okay. So, this is like important. Okay, so yeah, now you can use tools like Grammarly nowadays. ChatGPTs and extra etc are there, but Grammarly is good for having checking the grammar mistake and other things. And resume is your marketing document. So it goal is to secure the interview. Okay, not just list everything that you have done, not adding 4 or 5 projects. Basically segregating all the 4 5 projects maybe into two pointers only, two main and important projects. Okay, it's not about what you have done so far, it's only about the securing the interview, how you can secure a good interview. Okay, so yeah, resume is your marketing document, not like what you have done. I trade through continuously. Okay, whenever update your resume. If you did some really good project which is more relevant and more good than what you have added in your resume, update that. If you have done any internship, update your resume with the internship or the major achievement if you have achieved. Keep on updating. Okay, keep on iterating. Now, small details matters. Okay, very very small details in resume matters. Okay, if you have not added for example some in pointers in every heading, right, we had this summary, right, let's say project summary or the your experience summary or whatever. So those are sentences, right? So you need to end that with a full stop. So that was missing, some grammatical mistake here and there, small mistake. So you need to observe every single word very keenly, sharply. You have to see if you have not done any typos. So some places, if you make some kind of typos, because I've seen the resumes where people make kind of typos, like for example, you want to write tech stack, so you have written that as tech snack. Okay, what is tech snack? Is that a kind of snack or what? So for example, for Java, people have written lava. What is lava? For team player, people have written team prayer. What is it? So I understand typos could happen, but read proof, validate things. I mean, go through, ask for if there is ask ChatGPT if there is any typos or other things. It will tell you. Okay, nowadays these tools are very efficient. It will help you with most of the things. Okay, now yeah, so this is all of the pointers that I have. The few ending words, if I would say that uh, your resume is your first impression, and every small improvement in wordings, metrics, and formatting can really, really dramatically increase your chances of getting shortlisted. Okay, if a job description is saying that they are seeking for some this kind of developer or this kind of technology, if you have that, if you have not added it, or if you just tweak your description according to that, it would increase your chances of getting shortlisted dramatically. Okay, it really does. So keep refining it. Seek for feedback regularly. Don't hesitate in to iterating multiple times. The goal is not to achieve perfection in first attempt. Okay, so today we also got one resume which was his first draft, so that is fine. As a first draft, he did a good job. I think hopefully after this session he would have learned so many things. He would go keep on applying those things. Maybe the second draft he builds, it won't be maybe very good. Okay, he'll then keep on improving, and like we do. Okay, resume, it's like never perfect. It's not, and it's never about perfection also. We keep on improving, but steadily, like over time, we actually improve a lot. Okay, so your resume is basically how you're selling yourself. But the thing is that uh, your resume gets you noticed, right? But your skills get you hired. This is very, you know, interesting note, that it will help you notice, but your skill is what will get you hired. So update your resume, but skills is, that you should currently focus on upskilling yourself, solving problems and other things, because that will really help you. Okay, so that is about that. Your resume is your, how you are selling yourself, but your preparation should always be strong enough that tomorrow if you get an opportunity, you should be able to crack it. Okay, it should not, you should not get that go away from your hand. So work on your skills. Your resume will get you noticed, but your skill is that which will get you hired. Okay, so I think that's mostly all for it this session. Let me know if you have, any more questions that you want me to answer in the chat below. Now I will start looking at the chat. Let me know if there is anything, and also let me know if you want more different sessions like this, or I think people were asking about the resume format. So Deepak, if you are comfortable, if you are still watching me, can you please share your resume link in the chat so that people can refer with that, or maybe if you know any good resume, you can add that into, because I saw your resume was really good. So if you see any other relevant resume which are really good for people to refer to for now, you can ask them. Okay, people can ping you over LinkedIn. Yeah, you can maybe mention your LinkedIn profile, so people you can go ahead and ping them, ping him. Or maybe there is one more point at the end. I'll tell you. So yeah, people you can ping him. He'll share you his format. You can check with that. Maybe in the next session I can share my resume, which maybe got me, shortlisted for Amazon. So I can do that some other session, some other day. So if you want any different session or any other things, maybe we can have different session. This was just a resume session or the first session that I took. There can be some other things about massively applying or higher your chances of getting shortlisted. These are all, a different topic altogether, a bigger topic, or as market is very different for everyone. So how should you apply off campus? I must say that off campus is really tough. I mean, not just now, it was always really tough. Okay, so these all these things itself can be a different session on its own. So we can discuss this sometime later. But suggest me if you want anything like that. I can plan for that. Um, keep letting me know. I post daily lead code solution videos. So if you have any questions or anything, I mean, let me know your suggestions, your feedback, or different session you want. I can try planning those for you. Okay, and I these are the feedbacks that I'm giving. Okay, one more thing, the very last thing that I would say today. So whatever points that I told you, right? I actually have my own brother, which is 2027 pass out, and a few cousin brothers as well, who are preparing for college placements or this placement and all. And I am really doing this, thinking of, okay, you would be getting help through that. Okay, so it's like I'm feeling like I'm really helping my brother and my family, my cousins through this. Okay, so you should, if you want any suggestion, any feedback, feel free to tell me so that I can plan for that. Okay, so if there is, I will share the latest latex with people who will ask, so that will be easy for edit. Okay, yeah, sure, you can share your latex, your drive, whatever you feel free. Let me know if you have any more question or any other thing for me. If not, then yeah, I think it was a very long session. Thank you so much for staying till this end. I really appreciate your time and effort, and kudos to all of you that you are seeking for help. You are doing good. You are on the process of improvement. So trust the process. Never, get think that, okay, I won't be able to do. Never get those kind of feeling. Definitely you can do it. Just keep on doing. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Keep grinding. You will achieve this someday. Okay. So yeah, that is all. If anyone has any further questions, can still ping me in this chat. I can answer those. And I'm here for under a minute or two, and then maybe I'll end the session. Okay. So, people, if you have still some suggestions, some questions, or some comments, let me know. I'll address those. If not, then I'll wait for another a minute or two and then we can end this session. Okay. Also, if you are still listening to me, please, give me some sort of feedback or some sort of things that how do you like about today's session? Was it helpful for you? Was I be of any help for you people? So that would really help. Okay, I got some suggestions. Sorry, some message. Thank you so much for being there. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, ma'am. God bless you with one 1 million. That is very, very long run. It's too big. Thank you for your blessings, though. Um, Noted. We'll add summary. Oops, total opportunity also. It's good that you people are seeking for suggestion. Okay, it's good that you understand that you need help. Some people are still there who don't even know that they need help. Okay, so definitely you guys are very much above them. Okay, so just keep on improving. Super helpful session. Okay, thank you so much, Narasimha. Thank you. I am grateful and that you found the session helpful, insightful session. Please upload solution for content as well. Solution for content as well. Which content you mean, Narsima? Which solution content? Might be in session next session we can have 20 people in live. 20 people in live. I didn't get that. You mean some kind of Zoom meeting or something? I don't know what you really mean, Deepak. Feeling so lucky that randomly आपका channel मेरे सामने आ गया. uh, I understand that happens, you know. Sometimes, some growing channel as mine, it started and it's growing, where people are able to give back to the community and give back to the people because it's possible, right? Volume is less. You can serve people, and it really helps. Okay, for smaller or growing channels, I would say when you go grow really huge, it's not possible also. Even this, I mean, it really helps. Even when I was in my college time, right, I also joined some video, some meeting link or some video where people were some guy was going live, and that person really changed my overall mindset. Okay, and not in terms of my preparation journey, how I studied or what I prepared or what not, but the kind of advice he gave based on my resume, right? That was really helpful. I really remember that guy now. That that was a really helpful thing. So if you find this helpful or any other things you find helpful, so look forward to it and try optimizing your time. Okay, so the time that you're spending on going over and spending across on so many things, try optimizing on that. Okay, what you really need to look for, so just look for those things. I know I'm giving a lot of advice, a lot of feedback, but I'm thinking like it might help you guys. So yeah. uh okay, lead code contest. Okay, sure. Lead code contest, I won't commit for that, Narsimha, because I am doing a full-time job, and it's like I have some other commitments as well. Sometimes I give, so it's possible for me to give. But making 4 videos, it's time taking, and I don't want to rush on any of the videos. I try my best to make the best out of it. So uh, I cannot guarantee that I would be able to give the video solutions for contest, but definitely daily solution I'm giving. But even if I'm not giving, there are a lot of people who are giving the video solutions, so definitely go ahead and seek from them. In lead code there is this solution section where people post the solution, so try reading that as well. It really helps. Okay, so I mean, I today I saw 10 people at peak watching, but maybe in next time we can get 20 people if other will share with their friend circle. Okay, got it, got your point, Deepak. Yeah, definitely. So if you guys feel this was helpful for this session or any other session, or this channel itself about the lead code solution I provide in general, if you find this helpful, it will help me. Okay. I don't know how much, but yeah, it will help me if you give words of mouth to your friends. Okay. So um, if you might have seen my videos, in general I don't ask for liking, subscribing, sharing to my YouTube video. I understand you are there for the content and you just want about the content. So I don't ask on every of my video about liking, subscribing, all that. I don't want to do that. I just want to provide the right content in the right way. I want to deliver that. I do that. Since this is a session we are discussing some things, so if you can give a word of mouth to your friends circle, it would really help me. Okay. So that is a kind of favor that you can do in return if I am any kind of help to you guys. So that will be really good. And I will also share with my friend circle. Thank you so much, Deepak, for that. Same here, I got random recommendation, and I think this is really good recommendation in recent times. Thank you so much. Funny, Fanny. I'm not sure if that is your name or not. Okay, or even if I'm pronouncing it right. Ma'am, do you think about YouTube channel? Do you think about YouTube channel and all when you were in your college? I don't know what you really mean to ask about YouTube channel. I don't know your question. What your question is? Your question that I thought about starting a YouTube channel, or about what kind of people are content are posting. So about YouTube channel, other things I will say, like I thought, but not very much. And there is a lot of people, and because nowadays content creation is like too much, so a lot of people think about it. But pursuing it is a really big of a job. Okay, if you want to seriously pursue it. Otherwise, if you just want to do anything randomly, it's not very much of a thing, I would say. uh, I mean, if you really want to help in some way or some content creation, that is a different topic altogether. But yeah, and YouTube channel and other things about preparation, if you want, I can add some video about that, that what kind of playlist you can refer for what kind of content, which really helped me in my journey also and overall also. Okay. So we'll end this session at 11:30 sharp. Now let's discuss see next in the next session. When you are ready with your resume, please share the latex code as well, so we can review it. Sure, Fanny, I'll review your resume. I'll definitely review your resume. Sorry, I'll share my resume for the next session. Okay. And thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. One more. Can you please come up with DP graph and tree playlist? Okay. Um, I can do that. I'm fully motivated. Okay. I can do that, but this is not a easy job, first of all. Okay. Creating this playlist, it takes a lot of time. I am well versed with these topics. I can create it, but it is going to take time. So don't expect this is coming anytime soon. Okay, so it can come, but not anytime soon, later at some time, at some point. I'm not even committing about it. Okay. If you really want to learn now about DP graph tree, there are so many playlists that you can go that are freely available. You can watch, and those are really good. And you might already know one of them. Very good playlist is Take You Forward, the Striver playlist. Those are really good. Even I have studied from that and some other playlist as well. But yeah, you can follow that. Okay. So definitely I'll be posting some things in the future. But yeah, that is the thing. Okay, sure. I think okay, I drop out of my college, but after your video, I will start studying. Okay. I don't know why did you dropped out from college, but I hope you join back studying. I mean, you might have very strong reason for taking the drop. Taking a drop. Okay, sure. I think we are done with the time. I hope you really enjoyed this session. It's already 11:30. This got extended a lot. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Thank you so much. I'll end this session today. Let me know your suggestions. Keep posting, keep adding comments or whatever you feel. That is how I could help you guys more in a more better way. Okay. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
नहीं, मैं तो हल्ला करे तब चालू करें जब मम्मी बड़े मम्मी के बता दें।
चल ठीक है।